pay attention.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking for capitals?
Moulton School in Northamptonshire.
Yes, you can, very quickly. Josh, can you come take a seat?
Nicola Lamb's about to teach personal finance to Year 10.
You got your book? Okay.
Although Nicola's been teaching for 7 years, she's encountered a particular problem with a group of rather chatty girls.
Calculator's there, okay? You need to follow the instructions on the sheet and get on with it, okay?
And has asked teaching consultant John Bayley to help out.
Have you been on all day, miss?
Ben earns £512 per week for 52 weeks. Using calculators, how much does Ben earn per annum? Work that out for me like we've just been doing. Could you answer the question I've asked you to do rather than talking, please? Okay?
You times it by that?
Not times it. Look at the one.
Oh, you take it?
You take it away.
Not Lou's going past people going, but that's slapping past going. Yeah.
Keris, you stuck? Okay, can you turn around and get on with your work then, please? I'll be with you in a minute. I'm just going to check that there's Tara. Okay. What's better? What's better? A pen. You need a pen? Pardon? Do you need a pen?
Yeah, because I haven't got a pen.
Please. Now, I perceive that I've been back to that group 3 times now, whereas I've only been to every other group within the class probably once.
Have you done a... When you were watching the tape the other night, did you do a total count?
No, I didn't. Have you?
No, but I think it must be 15 or 16.
And obviously there are some people in the class then who don't get a great deal of my attention at all. And that, I think, is something that I need to address.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tax allowance, I don't get that.
You need to listen rather than having a conversation, okay? I'll go through it again. Catherine worked out for me that Ben earned £512 per week for 52 weeks. She times those together to find out his annual...
You're a bit fed up with them, aren't you? Fed
yes,
up may not be. Actually, what's the right word to put to it? What's that character thinking now? What's that expression saying?
I'm frustrated that even though I've been to those 2 girls specifically 3 times, they're not the least able in the group. They are in the middle range of that group. That's a task that I think is within their ability level, but they constantly need reassurance.
615.
So what are you going to do?
When it's 462 times 52, the answer is that. Take away the tax allowance.
Yeah.
And then that's the answer.
That's it. And the next one's exactly the same.
Are they all the same?
The first 2 are...
It looks as though at least 1 or 2 of them are going in for attention-seeking activity. You're constantly drawn over there.
Danielle, I can hear you here. I'm coming over there in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I'm still working.
Okay?
When you're here, they say yes, miss, no, miss, or I don't understand it,
They
miss.
don't want the attention
yeah.
when I...
But then when you go away, it all starts again. And they don't just want your attention, they want to keep things going around the room.
I'll go to him, I'm really sorry, and he goes,
Okay. Danielle, I've just explained what to do. Could you get on with it, please? Keris? Okay, Matt, did you say you'd finished?
oh, I thought you were something out of me. And then Ollie pushed him off his chair again. And then...
Keris, I don't want to know if Ollie pushed him off the chair. I'd like you to try and answer that question, please. Can you do that?
Miss, will you tell him I hacked it? Ryan goes, cheers for that, and then Ollie goes like that and goes, do you want another then, and pushed him again off his chair. Oh, did he start doing that? There's a bit of fur around the hood and it had come off on the floor, and Stacey got it and whipped it round Ryan's head.
There is something incredibly girly about this group of girls, isn't there? You're going to throw me out of the school the minute I've said this. In there's something positive, isn't it? They're joiners, they're enthusiasts, they've got some kind of social and emotional engagement.
Yeah.
They're not sitting there going, impress me. I want to give them some way of being sociable with you, because they would like to be your friend.
They do. I got married recently, and they'd be the ones, oh, tell us about your dress, miss, tell us about your bridesmaids, tell us about what you're wearing. they should have been in another lesson. I'd love to talk to you, but you need to get to that. But they do want to know about that, and they'll engage in that kind of conversation. And they're very often the last ones out of the room, whether I've asked them to stay so I can have a brief word with them, or I haven't asked them to stay, they just want to be here. But that doesn't seem to kind of make them any more cooperative when they come back in. You're listening, do you understand? If I've got £500 here that I've paid in income tax, and 4,200, stop talking please, £4,236.10 in tax there. How am I going to work out, Daniel, how much tax I pay altogether? What's the final step of the calculation? Sadie, put it away. Listen, please. So that's the final part of the calculation that tells me how much income tax you paid. Girls, you've just talked your way through that. Do you understand it?
Yeah.
Can you explain it back to me then?
Why don't you do anything? Do they get detention? Do they get a letter home? Do they get a warning? What happens?
I have in the past used with them the school's discipline system. That leads to confrontation and arguments and doesn't actually change their behaviour. They can go through the whole school discipline system where they are removed and they get an after-school detention, but that doesn't actually impact on how they are the next time they walk through.
Okay.
That doesn't change their behaviour.
That's a really clear point. Now, here's the key thing. I want to give you lots of really good attention, and in future I'm going to come and visit you 3 times each lesson. 3 times each lesson. And on those visits, I'm going to spend a full 60 seconds. I'm going to review your work, I'm going to make sure you know what you're doing next, and I'm going to make a mark in your book saying that I've come to see you. And if I have to come over and see you more than 6 times in a lesson, and I'll be keeping a note of it, then you and I are going to have a little talk after school, and you've got to find something that fits. We're not after a killer weapon here, something that makes, oh God, she's going to give us the evil ray after school. But what you're doing is you're beginning to have a discussion. You're saying, listen, I know what you want, and I know what I want, and we can make a deal here.
How much tax does she pay on the first £5,000 that she earns? You remember? Did you write these key bits of information? Something in every pound we're looking for.
10 pence.
Right, so she paid 10 pence in every pound. So that's how I...
Remember that what you're doing is you're rationing your attention. In fact, this is the important. When they're doing the right thing, you're all over them. That's really nice work. Tell me a bit more about it. I'm so glad to see you later.
Yeah.
When they're doing the wrong thing, go cold.
Okay.
It's just, girls, this is the 5th time I had to talk to you. You write it down, you go somewhere else. Just go cold.
I don't think they'd like that at all.
I don't think they'd like it at all, and it gives you a strategy, it gives you a way of being. And so instead of feeling, powerless, you think to yourself, okay, I know what to do now. I go and put in a tick. Maybe I make a remark to them about it, and then you go and put your attention elsewhere. Then they do the right thing, suddenly the smile comes back on.
Yeah.
And I just want to remind you of the fact
that they're girls.
That what they are is really a bunch of antsy girls who want to talk to each other a lot.
I worry I might be like them, though. Maybe that's part of the issue, because outside of... I used to be a teenage girl. I have experience of being a teenage girl. And I talk. So maybe I just need to accept that I'm like that.
Nicola decides to try out John's strategy of playing hot and cold with the girls, only rewarding their good behaviour with her full attention.
Josh, you've got a set of cards, OK? Got to match the questions with the answers. Danielle, you need to get on with that, so you know what to do. Maybe you can explain it to Keris quickly for me.
Explain what?
Oh, you... Check which one.
You just blow them all. Oh, you need to get these.
Are these yours that have come off the floor?
No, me, because I've just blown them.
Right, well, you need to get them.
You need to look at
How
these.
are we doing?
Hello.
We got Jim got tripped up on the field day and our video recorded on my phone because Luke's been happy stuff here, but he's got around stuff.
Keris, Danielle's trying to explain to you what to do, because she was here on time, which I'm really pleased with. So can you listen to Danielle, please?
Yeah. Match these, work these out. That's all right. Yeah.
Sammy, I'll be there next. Okay. Keris, you just need to wait. I've got other people that I need to help. I'll be there in a minute. So your friend, do you know what? Your friend thinks you're acting like 3-year-olds and 7-year-olds. So I'm going to go and give some people that are acting like year 10s my attention. I'm going to give some year 10s who, okay? Match these up. Okay? How many months are there in a year? 12. 12. So what are we going to times by? 12. 12, that's absolutely brilliant. How are you working?
That away from that. No, that away from that. Yeah. Look, it says 29,000 take that number, which is that, and then you go...
Right, the next bit's a different question. That's just the first part. So all of these ones that say taxable income, okay, you can do using the same method.
Is that your wedding ring, miss?
Explain to Keris. It is my wedding ring. I will let you have a look when you've done one. Okay, and you've got it and you've matched the answer. Have a look then, Josh, if you've got 3 done. Okay? 1, 2, where's the third one, Josh? Oh, you haven't done it then. I'll come back when you've done it. Down. Have you done them? Oh, nearly, you haven't got the answer. Keris has done it. Keris can have a look. Keris, come here. Don't let Danielle see till she's done that second one. I think she's trying to copy it. Hold on. We'll do that so she can't see, you can see.
I haven't got the answer to one of them now.
There you go. That one's, they're both platinum.
Did you have a nice wedding day?
I did, I had a lovely wedding day. Try that one on.
Did you do all your
I'm not taking my wedding ring off.
Did you get all your hair and makeup done?
I did. You want to have a look?
Oh, it's silver. Does it go away?
It's not, it's platinum. Okay, guys, can you finish the question that you're on? Okay? I want you to see if you can write me a sentence of exactly 11 words. Not 10, not 12. Telling me what you've learnt in the last 2 lessons about income tax. We want 11, not 3.
Income tax.
Tell yours, Keris.
I now know how to find annual tax and taxable income.
Annual tax and taxable income. That's good because it's got 2 of those key terms that we've used. Danielle. There's an email address. Have you not seen that one? I'm going to show the miss.
Is that your bloke?
That's, yeah. That's Mr. Grant.
The picture of the wedding was great. You did that girl stuff absolutely much better than I imagined.
Yeah.
It was great.
I think I've experienced of being a teenage girl. It was interesting that they caught their attention about the ring, and I went back and showed them, and obviously that spurred them on. And then another group over here wanted to engage in the same kind of, which I didn't think they would be interested in, but they were.
I could also see that as a result of the change in the way you're working here, when and if you decide to talk to them, it's going to be a much better talk, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You're going to be able to talk about how they've improved and how you want to build on things, and there's a real kind of conspiracy between you now.
I mean, I feel a lot less irritated after our discussion, after that lesson. I'm probably nowhere near as red in the face and as
You look great.
fraught about it. And they've left here and they wanted to stay.
I feel like welling up that picture. Oh, wonderful, just wonderful.